Hey guys, it's your girl Basia coming to you from the A, better known as Atlanta, Georgia. But listen, it's not about me today. Lava is
It's
Basia.
Lava and Basia.
And Basia, listen, guys, I am so excited. You don't know me, I introduce my guests, but listen, when you have a queen in the building, you gotta step aside because the queen of freak is here. And some of y'all don't know Lava name, Even I didn't know Lava name until a few weeks ago because I just love the lava in the name.
Lava.
Keisha.
Yes, Keisha.
Listen, Keisha, I think that's a church girl name. That's a church girl name, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Keisha has to be the church girl name. Tell the people your whole name now because they wouldn't know that Lava have such a church girl name.
Okay, so my name is Keisha Rebecca Harris.
Rebecca.
Rebecca from the Bible.
From the Bible, right? Keisha.
Yes.
Welcome to the Basia show, and you know how we do it. Basia
It's a pleasure being here.
Welcome to the A, virtually.
Yes.
I really want. Yes, I can't wait for you to come here. I really wanted to do an in-person interview when we were in Trinidad, but when you're booked and busy like Lava, well, I'm a girl. I have a lot of patience, and I know how long to wait on the right person.
I appreciate it very much.
You ready for that?
Was tight.
This season was epic. This season was epic. Listen.
But I am here. I'm here. On the Basia show.
I like how you say that. Everybody keeps saying that this is the Basia show because this is how we made our name, right?
Yeah.
So it's still Basia TV, but we've left the Basia show behind because of people like you. Okay. We realized that we have to bring it, just like how you and other guys like Mikhail and Young Brother, and you all made the season different. And thank you for that. For those of you who don't know about soca music, and of course, I don't want to pigeonhole Lava because Lava is everything. She's soca, dancehall, everything. But I got to know you in the soca genre this past season for Trinidad and Tobago Carnival, where you reign supreme. You were pure fire, lava, like lava. So let's go down memory lane before we talk about other things. I read somewhere. My team did a lot of research on you, and they talked about the fact that you were a church girl. Essentially, yes. you were brought up in the church, as most of us were, and people seem to think that you can't be a church girl and still lead an exciting life and have a career. Because I, for one, believe that whatever God puts you on this planet to do, you have to do it because your soul won't be satisfied. And after seeing you excel this season, I have no other reason to believe that God didn't put you on this planet to do just this, because you're the baddest.
So it started my family Christian, come from a Christian background. My mom used to make sure that we was in church every Sunday. That was law. That was law at my household. Anyway, they know from a very young age, I used to engage in listening to secular music because, it was like a big thing in the house where sometimes I would take my mother gospel cassette and tape stuff on it and then have it there. And then when she'd find it back, she would destroy the cassette. And, I used to be taping it so I could go in school and sing. I could go in school and, recite what it is I learn. And I always had a love for music like that. In church, I was singing in church. I was doing choral speaking in church. I was doing Bible quiz in church. I was always interactive into things that engaged in performances.
Lava, I have a question. So you were singing Amazing Grace and singing in church?
Amazing Grace in church. church competitions. I was there showing Gardner and all these
Mhm.
BBC and these gospel singers.
Uh-huh.
They used to be in the same church camp with us because we never went to carnival.
Never.
No, this year was my first year playing mass ever.
Oh my God. No pun intended. And did you
So
like it? You enjoy it?
yes, I enjoy myself. I enjoy myself very much. So from there it was just me, growing up and taking my cassettes, taping it to go in school now and
Mhm.
beat on the table and chant with them boys and them and so that it was something that I always love. At that point in
Yeah.
time, I didn't develop any writing skills. So I was just reciting Lady Shaba, Lady So, all these ladies, Super Cat, and that was my thing.
Now,
Learning it learning. So in the night, then I was sat not talking on the radio.
yeah.
Right. So I would leave the cassette to tape in the night.
Wow.
So I get only music. And then during the day now I will learn it. So when I go in school, I have
So hold on, you
lyrics
had
to
to hide
school.
under your bed to do all these things because, of course,
It
it wasn't a
was so it
phone.
had a small radio, and the small radio used to be in my brother's room. So we used to leave
Mhm.
it in my brother's room taping. Right? Yeah, because my mother, if she only hear mistake get a cassette with that,
Uh-huh.
break it in half. CDs, she used to break all the CDs that had secular music on it. She used to break it.
So, I'm frightened to ask, but based on the lyrics we now hear, right?
Mhm.
What was going through your mind as a little girl in church?
All right, so at that point in when I was younger, I never used to write.
Okay.
I used to just listen to music. But
Hmm.
it had a reverend from my church who's passed away now. She was a
Yeah.
poet.
Oh.
And I used to always be with her. I was like, her little second in command. Go and get
Yeah.
this, go and get,
Uh-huh.
So she used to have me reading all the poems
Okay.
before she put it out or before she published it. I would sit down and read all the books with the poems that was
So that's how
written.
you learn to write,
Yeah. So
which is
from there, I
hmm.
developed the love for poems because I used to just sit down and even in our books that published,
Mhm.
my name is in the book. Right?
Okay.
Because
Mhm.
I used to sit down and read it over and say I like this one, I know this one nice and stuff. So from there, I guess I always had the part
Yeah.
of
The
the
uh-huh.
poet part of the writing, and it's only when I finished secondary school I
Yeah.
started to actually pen. So while I was going to school, I used to pen poems. That
Uh-huh.
was my expression.
Mm-hmm.
If me and my mother had a problem, if
Yeah.
me and my siblings had a problem, if somebody gave me
You
text, I would write a
pen.
poem. Yeah, or I'd write
Mm-hmm.
everything down. I'd write it
Mm-hmm.
and I had a Crixton, if I don't
Mm-hmm.
know the Crixton from long time.
Of course. I grew up in
Right.
Trinidad and Tobago. Hello.
Right. So I still have my Crixton up to this day. It's
Uh-huh.
all rusty and stuff,
So you
but
will write things
inside,
in there.
yeah, inside my
Wow.
Crixton have books, it have paper, it have postcard, have everything that I would write, and I
Yeah.
put it down inside my Crixton and hide it. So it's then I develop the writing of the poems and stuff. It's only after school when
Yeah.
I still line with some guys from school that I met who also was doing music. I
Yeah.
developed the writing of songs
Mm-hmm.
with them.
Mm-hmm. It's so funny you talk about the poem because years ago I said to Colonel Roberts, I said, Colonel, I think I could write because I'm such a great writer. Otherwise,
Mhm. Mhm.
just for our platform, Basia TV, for the blog, I write a lot. I've written books and so. He said, Basia, you can write. You just have to write poems. But I have difficulty connecting the music with the
Mhm.
poem that I'm writing because I just
No,
feel
but you
inside of
can,
me
like,
I can
write
write
the poems and then let them create
the music
some,
around it.
yeah, create the music after. Because remember,
Okay.
even when you're writing poem, you would write with melody
Yes.
in the sense of what it is you're speaking about. You
Yes.
would, you would say things that it will bounce. It will still have a melody.
Yes.
So yeah,
Well, I'm going to try that. That will be a goal for 2025. So maybe I might send a song to you for
I like
2026.
that. I like that. I like that.
Baja and
Yeah,
lava.
Basha and love. No, it's Basha and lava.
Bola. It should be lava and Basia, right? I just reached my right.
Don't worry.
But no, let's talk about your writing skills. I mean, I don't know how to say this, but I'm gonna try.
Mm-hmm.
So as I said, there are people in my demographic who we don't necessarily like to hear the truth, right? We grew up in an era where you're not supposed to talk the truth.
Facts.
You're supposed to know the truth and hush your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Hush your mouth and say inside. That was kind of like the yeah, let's talk about this. There's a line in the song, that one of your songs that the first song that I was introduced to with you, the ring on the finger, and you know, when you talk about he jamming the neighbor, he jamming it. Listen, I can't begin to tell you about how many men I know was jamming the neighbor, jamming the friend, jamming the that when I was growing up. It's a fact, but nobody wants to hear that because we were told that ladies must be heard, seen, and not heard.
Not doing. Mm.
And we must pretend that everything is
It's
just
okay and
okay.
spicy.
So I after I heard this tune the first time, I put it down. I said, "Well, I can't, because I still profess to be a spiritual being. But spirituality has truth in it,
Facts a lot.
and since I'm more on the spiritual part and the religious part, because I think the religious part has the hypocrisy, but the spiritual part is where you could face truth and say, you know what, I was born to do this. This is what's going on in my head. I need to express it, but you still love God, right?
Yes, because I'm a spiritual being also.
Correct.
So
So that's when everything came into, I should say, should I ask, like, that's when it all came together for you, when you got to the point where you realized that spirituality is what you're craving and not, am I correct?
yeah. So I did a lot of reading, research, and everybody have their different parts in life, which I believe
Yeah.
everybody have different purpose in life. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't think that we all have to fall under the same umbrella. And
Mm-hmm.
even back then, I believe that this is how God created it, because the master is so powerful. When we look at nature and we look at all the rest of things, if he wanted everybody to be under the same umbrella, it would be like that. But that
Mm-hmm.
is not what he had in
Mm-hmm.
store for us when he had creation. So I believe everybody have ways of life, and everybody
Mm-hmm.
ways of life is different, whether it's tribal, whether somebody taught you, but everybody have different ways of life. So
Yeah.
yes, I am a spiritual being.
So
At
am
this
I.
point in time, I study
But
Ifa,
yeah,
and Ifa is truth, where we
correct.
believe live in respect for others, and
Yeah.
still carry about yourself to respect others so that others would
Yeah.
respect you. And
Mm-hmm.
real simple.
I with you there, my friend. I am with you there because your song. I mean, if anybody wants to listen to it, despite listen, I have a soca playlist for 2025, right? I gotta tell you, love, it's the only song that has explicit next to it. But that's okay on my Spotify list. It's the only song that has explicit. But if you took time to listen to the explicit, as I
Mhm.
said, we've known people who jam in the neighbor. We've known people who say that I'm my best friend. We've known people. Everything in there is facts.
And I think this is why the song resonates with a lot of people, right? Because it's like, I am saying the things that in your brain. I am
Yeah.
saying the things that you know. I am saying a lot of people sing it with the whole heart, because in the
My
end of the
whole
day,
heart.
they I believe I would come and I would say things that you all want to say, but you probably can't say it. And a lot of
Yeah.
ladies want to say it, but they can't
Mm-hmm.
really express themselves like that. Probably
Mm-hmm.
because of the career.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's because of the situation that they in at the point in times.
Yeah.
Some of them, they're going through different things in life. I
Yeah.
am here to say the truth,
The truth.
my truth, and
Mm-hmm.
the truth that I see. Because remember, I have friends, I have people, I have a past life also. And a lot of times, a lot of men come and they express themselves and they
Mm-hmm.
say how they feel, whether it's
Mm-hmm.
sexual feeling or
Correct.
whether it's how they feel about
Men
women.
men get away with too much.
They get to express themselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we now have to
Ladies must be
mhm.
seen and not heard.
No, any end of the day, I believe that I will always say or see and say what I feel like is an expression, and
Yeah.
somebody else could be able to say it. You know much. You know when I write this song, right? I write this
Mhm.
song of a truth, my truth,
I was just
right?
about to ask you that. You're reading minds over there.
Yeah, I write this song of a my truth
Say,
and things I saw
was he
happen.
jamming the neighbor?
His neighbor.
His neighbor.
Yeah,
Oh,
probably.
shit. Yeah, he deserved that song.
After when you hear certain, it's like
Yeah.
while you're in the relationship, you don't hear
Yeah.
nothing and you don't see
Mm-hmm.
nothing. But then
Mm-hmm.
it's after, like, everybody
Mm-hmm.
wants to come to tell you something, or
Yeah.
somebody has something to say or to say. So
Mm-hmm.
you didn't know, and you
Yeah.
didn't know. It's like, yo, all
Oh
the time
gosh.
I wasn't, I
That's
wasn't telling
that's
man.
the worst part as a woman, because you're giving your all, and then you giving everything, and then when it's all said and done,
When it's
you end
all
up
said and done,
we are the last to know. We
yeah.
And this is why this is a fact. No, nobody should be nobody should have anything to say. If you haven't given yourself the chance to listen to this song, ring on your finger, sit down and listen to this song.
Yeah.
This song is pure
Even
facts.
even when I say about my man and my man and my man, I
Uh-huh.
I always tell people that's a mirror. I was talking to
Listen.
myself.
Nice. Well, no, but a lot of people, you're talking to a lot of people too. You know how
Yeah,
many
because
people, I mean, that may not, and I hope it's not my situation now because I got a mister. However,
mm-hmm,
I've got this mister for 20 something years. But I was out in the streets before that in a legal way, right?
right.
And listen, I had a few people who I thought was mine.
Facts. And I always tell the ladies who say, they have the ring, and now we have the ring. I just always say, listen, respect the men that
Mhm.
take a stand. Respect
Yes.
the men that, even we're not perfect, we're not perfect human beings, right?
Yeah.
But in the end of the day,
They
they
still own
went
you.
forward
They
and they
still own
made you
you.
feel some kind
Yes.
of, there's a step.
Listen,
Put our,
Lava.
there's a
The,
step.
Lava, you know why? You know why I like that step, and why we can give men like that a forward. There's a part of the song where you say, he go jam you, but never post you. Is it that? I know. Up to last night, I talking to a girlfriend, married, some little girl trying to. I'm like, yeah, as Lava say, he go jam you, but he will never post you.
You will never post it. You understand what I'm saying? So it's
Yes.
like you are not too hard to think
Yes.
about it.
Think
Okay.
about your worth, your self worth.
Just know this is the situation you're in.
Mm-hmm.
This is the
Mm-hmm.
truth that you
Mm-hmm.
have to live in. Whether that
Mm-hmm.
is your choice, this is the truth that you have to live in. He will
Yeah.
join me and he will never post
Never
it.
post it.
You
That
wanna make sure the pink,
again. Oh, let's go.
no more pink.
Listen, Lava. I have a confession to make. And I did not want to make this confession on this public because I might lose contracts. But you see, if we're
God.
talking facts and we're talking truth, okay. My circle didn't really listen to your song. But
Mm-hmm.
I am the kind of person, because I tell you, I have this, I'm really, really intrigued by being able to write songs.
Mm-hmm.
So let's listen to lyrics. Some people listen to the hook line, the chorus, as we call it,
Alone.
or
Mm-hmm.
they listen to the what you call the what you call it, when everybody's on the same rhythm,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like when they put for rhythm, they listen to the rhythm. Da, da, da. Let's listen to the whole song. You see, when you reach that line, I called my husband. I said, "Come here. I need you to do something for me."
Ay.
But as God is my witness, sorry to bring him into this slackness. I said, "You need to check something for me." You hear what this song say here?
Yeah.
Will you
Because
come up with that
you
line? Where you come up with
and
that
we
line? I didn't know that this is possible. What is wrong with you, Lava?
so, as I always tell a lot of people when like girls, when we talking, right? And we have a girl talk and thing. And I
Mm.
say, girl, I would think and I would do whatever every night. And I say, I ain't nobody every night thing. Because if it's not my
Lies,
husband,
lies they're telling, but go
if
ahead.
if it's not my husband, or if it's
Mhm.
not somebody who I think we're going and going, he can done me, and then when I meet my husband had nothing to come and meet, no pink, nothing. So that why I always say that, like,
Oh God,
sometimes you meet a
Lava.
man, they what do you this, they what do you the world of thing, and they don't even
And
know
they're
if
not going to own you. They're not going to put a ring on your finger.
You understand? So I say,
Mhm.
I take it cautiously.
Yeah.
I'll take my time. You
Yeah.
understand? Even if you do it, I do it. I'll stop. I'll take a. You can't want to every minute you're on me. Every minute you. No,
Hmm.
no, no,
You
no,
know,
no.
I hope people are listening to this conversation and they're not thinking that because everything we're saying here is factual and it's also something we are actually giving them a different delivery. The real facts, they may not like the delivery, but young women in particular need to know their value. And this is all we're saying.
Mm-hmm.
We're just saying it in a different way. We're trying to deliver it for the Gen X and they to understand. God, you pink.
Got it. Got it.
God, you pink. And if you don't know what that is, ask your mother.
You understand? Imagine it done and you no, darling.
Well,
Mm-mm.
let's talk about this whole new genre that you are part of, Zest. Lava,
Mhm.
you know what I think? I one of the reasons we were hanging you down, because I'm not ashamed to tell everybody I run down Lava, right? My whole team was just on Lava Manager right through. Every day there was every day we were Lava. But the reason for that is I see where you're going. You're different. You are oh, Lava. Last year carnival, you were nowhere around. You
I
were
remember.
around, but you were in the background.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Writing.
writing. The writers stay. Ask Nadia Batson.
Yeah.
The prolific writers are here to stay. But here's how you're still different from the rest. And obviously, Cardi B has seen this, but we could talk about that later. Here's how you're different. You have been able, they always tell you, I mean, as I said to you, I'm not a journalist, I'm a
Mhm.
serial media entrepreneur, and they don't want nothing with me. The real business that survives is one that sees a need and fills it. And you are in the business of music, where you have the, I don't know any other female soca artist that can touch all genres like you can at the moment. The closest to you in terms of risky was Saucy, the great Saucy Belfort,
Amazing.
Belcon. What am I saying?
Belfon.
Saucy, Belfort, right. However, Saucy was in an era where she could not deliver these lyrics. Also, Saucy was not a rapper in terms of spitting, you know.
Mhm.
It's like how Bungie could easily deliver a rap song, lyrically
Yeah.
ill. That's you. So you came now and touched all genres. And then you liberated curvy, sexy women. Because up until you, everybody was on Ozempic, this, that, trying to lose weight. Now you have me and all thinking about putting on 10 pounds. And thank you for that. Because as women, we've had to live with too much guilt and we've had to really, we've been forced to um, attain perfection in a way that is not even possible when we just perfect the way that we are. We were made perfectly. We're
Yeah.
all sexy. We all have the inner sexy. But I just know that you are so different. I don't even think you know how different you are. But clearly, the great Cardi B has seen this because she is in your corner, like I don't know what. Also, because your song resonates with her.
Yeah.
I mean, her life was on a public platform. She
Mhm.
gave you know who so many chances,
Yeah.
and he didn't know what to do with it.
Mm.
We can all resonate as women. So
Yeah.
thank you for leading the liberation movement on behalf of Cardi B and many of us. You know?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Because she even picked up the last one I did with the cha cha cha.
Cha cha cha.
Yeah,
Oh
where
my
I
God.
say I leave my heart on the dressing table at a
Mm-hmm.
table. So that was just me saying like you go out there for carnival.
Yes.
I just want to go and enjoy myself. I leave in
Yes.
my feelings home.
Home.
Don't come to try to chain up my hair and carnival and
Correct.
I see you and you're
Yeah.
nice and let me get your number and
No.
blah 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 blah
Mm-mm.
blah.
You're tired of them.
No, I don't have that. All I get in is back pose, you
Back
get a little
home.
dance,
Yes.
a little dance, a little thing,
Uh-huh.
and then go on your
Uh-huh.
way. You
Yeah.
understand? I ain't come out here, I don't want nobody like me, I don't want to like
No,
nobody. You understand?
but I mean,
One
you
day
saying these things. You know how many friends I have who saying this?
Yeah,
So
it's
we
because like
tired.
we come out there, like we just enjoy ourselves when we out there. Don't even, because sometimes people step in to your life and they don't know what to do with you.
Yeah.
So it's like, mm,
And especially when
don't
you're
worry about it.
a successful, accomplished woman, not a lot of fellas, not
They
a
do
lot of
not
misters
know.
can, they don't know what to do with you.
They don't know what to do with you. A lot of men, I think, don't understand what to do with a woman that is headstrong and successful. You understand? We had a discussion the other day, when he was in Antigua, we was talking to some guys, and one of the
Yeah.
guys actually say he don't want a girl that is rich. He don't want a girl that has a lot of money, because then
Uh,
he don't think he will feel what he's doing is good enough for her. Like if she would be able
uh,
to appreciate if he give her a diamond and she already have 20 diamonds. So I was explaining to him,
but she'll appreciate it.
sometimes a woman might be rich, but you have to find the things that she like. Sometimes
Mhm.
some people rich and they can't get time.
Correct. Correct.
And they would appreciate the fact that, hey, you just give me a time. That
Yeah.
would be a million. You
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
You just have to be a genuine self when you're dealing with people. And a lot of people don't understand, be a genuine self. Like you don't even have to come to put up a big
Mm-hmm.
paint a picture that you cannot maintain. Because
Yeah.
that was happen a lot of times. This is not you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't want this because this is not you. And we find out this from early. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? Or you know
Mm-hmm.
what? This is me.
What is that?
I don't even know.
That's because you're a star, honey.
This is who I am, and okay,
Yeah.
let me accept this for who
Mhm.
you are.
Yeah.
Rather than we had to figure it out 6 months down the line. You
Yeah.
waste your time, you waste my time, you
Yeah.
waste sometimes, yeah, we reach in a stage where a lot of us have kids. You waste the kids' time because you introduce your kids now to people. It's so much of different things when people think it's just
And especially
relationships.
when you have a child, you have to be so careful going
Careful.
into, because you have a son, correct? A 6-year-old
Yeah.
son. Yeah, you know, not everybody, not every good boyfriend is a good stepdaddy. I don't want nobody coming touching my children and lashing. We gonna have a problem.
You understand? So it's like sometimes when they say, yeah, they like, it's like, hey, that's how work by itself right now.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't want to deal with. Let me just go on the road, wine, enjoy myself. I
Yeah.
reach back home and I'm cool. You
So based on
understand?
what you're saying, Lava, you don't have a ring on the finger and you don't have
No,
a mister.
no.
Do you want a mister?
Eventually, yes, of course.
Eventually, yeah.
Man, nice.
Strictly the clear all day, all night, right?
Man, that nice. No, I just tell
Yeah.
people, man, that nice, nice, you know.
Hmm.
A lot of
Hmm.
men,
That's
men
true.
is nice
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
This is we woman made for men, men made for women. If you understand what I'm saying, it's
And
a
so
good combination.
I love that. I love that.
Men nice, but
So you
it's
ain't give
just
up on them. You ain't
sometimes
give up on man. You just
no, 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 not at all.
nice, nice.
And don't
Yeah.
get me wrong, I just think about experiences.
Okay.
Is not that I
But them
don't.
experiences making you money. We had to thank God for them experiences that
Yeah,
bring out the creativity in you, so that you could come
facts,
and share those lessons with a lot of
facts.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's just an experience, but men
Hmm.
that nice, really nice. And I have some really nice guys out there. It's
Yeah.
just sometimes for you to find the person that
Hmm.
goes with you. And sometimes you might not make it in a relationship, and not because the man is a bad man, but because where he want to go in life is not where you want to go at the point in time.
And also
And
because he's not
both
the
of
man for
you
you.
right, that's just not the person for you. And you all can move
Hmm.
on and have no animosity or
Yeah.
no. I just try not to carry nothing in like I was sing about it, but yet still, I sing about it. The song is about him, and he was still telling me good morning. I say, hey,
All
morning, what's
right,
up?
Taylor Swift. I see you are Swifty too.
Yeah. So yeah, as I say, take a negative and make a
Make it a
positive.
positive, yeah. And I'm a firm believer that God never takes anything from you without giving you better.
Facts.
So
That's it.
I'm like, thanks for coming,
That's
because
it.
you are making millions from these experiences.
Come on.
No need to be mad.
No, we have no reason to be upset.
Love is the only energy. According to Mikhail Tesha, love is
Ex-
the only energy. I love
yeah,
it. I love it. I love it. But
yeah.
let me ask you this question, because as we're on the woman movement and so on, and we have to be. Um, the genres that I have identified that I think you can fall into, that you fall into automatically, and of course you can add other genres because you have more experience in the music industry than I do, of course. But I see this in the soca industry. Give me the females that you looked up to growing up, or in your early years as an aspiring artist. Now you're here, you're international, you're doing your thing. So in soca, who was your role model for soca? Who was your role model for dancehall? And who was your role model for rap? I feel I know the answer to the last one, but go ahead.
For dancehall was Lady Saw.
Nice. I
I
read
was
that.
I was on Lady Saw.
Mm-hmm.
Growing up, that
Mm-hmm.
was we era
Yes.
of music, was a lot of Lady Saw. In soca would have been Saucy,
Mm.
right? Because
Mm. Makes
Saucy,
a lot of sense.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Saucy was feisty and had their movement
Saucy
and stuff.
baby.
Um,
Yeah. Rap.
I like Denise Plummer.
Oh, really? No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'd like her song and her style, and the
God
fact
rest her
that
soul. She
where
was
they
a friend of
say she
ours.
had gotten, when they throw stuff at her and stuff, and she
Yes.
never gave up. She
Yes.
never gave up,
Toilet
and
paper. Mm-hmm.
she continued going through.
Yeah.
You
She sang Woman
understand?
is Boss. That was
And she
really nice.
stand up
Yeah.
singing Sandra. It has so much a woman that
Yeah.
I really like, right?
Yeah.
Rap. Growing up, you say,
Well, growing
or
up,
no?
both, I think both would be fair because you have different eras of music.
Of rap. Yeah. Growing up, female rappers, I don't think I had like a whole bunch of them, but
Yeah.
like now I like, obviously I give my girl Cardi
Yes.
from Jump. When
Yes.
she came out with that energy. You
Yes.
understand? Yeah. So big up
And she
Cardi.
was herself. She's very authentic. And I
Yeah.
love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Big up Cardi. So that is it for females.
Yeah. I like it. I like it.
Now in my timing, I have a lot of respect for Spice. Even
Right.
before,
The dancer.
even
Yeah.
before we did the collaboration,
Also another
Spice
authentic human being.
Spice
Hmm.
has a crazy work ethic.
Hmm. And you all have a
Spice
similar story. You all have a similar drive based on that
Spice
storyline.
always Spice is always working, always,
Yeah.
doing this, not afraid to take on
Yeah.
challenges, and
Yeah.
she's very expressive, very open, very herself.
Yeah.
And yeah, I have a lot of respect for her. So me, sometimes I listen to music. I try to keep it music, but then sometimes you see when you're working, you get
Hmm.
motivated by a lot of people that are wrong.
Yeah.
You get motivated by a lot of people that are wrong in the sense that,
Yeah.
hey,
You
you're
feel the
getting.
energy and
Yeah,
stuff.
like
Yeah.
when I went to meet her and we had to do content. It's like she came from Ghana and then she was there shooting a whole music video,
Wow.
switching sets right there on 10 the weekend from a 10, and it was a lot going on. And it's like
Hmm.
I have to get it done within the day because then she have to travel again. And
Hmm.
still step off, we did our content and we spend the day with her, and to see her work is like, yeah, lava. They say
I would love
this.
to see your journey be similar to hers
Yeah, it's
in the
like
US.
I said, hey,
I would love to see that.
I just be working, because they say
Hmm.
lava, you don't rest, you don't sleep,
Hmm.
you're always working. But then when you look at somebody else and you're like, they
You
think
get
I crazy.
inspiration.
She
Yeah.
even she
Yeah.
even puts in more work than
Yeah.
me. So when I see people reaping the success and thing, a lot of people don't know the behind the scenes
Behind the scenes.
of what it is people has been doing,
Yeah.
but very appreciative to always engage with other
Yeah.
female artists, and be on the live with them to actually see the crazy work, the
Wow. I
crazy
am
crazy work
very
that
proud of
people
you, Lava, and a
do.
lot of other women are as well. You really represent for a significant and a strategic female population from our Caribbean region. I know you have far to go. I just know this is just your time. It is your time, and you are serving as an inspiration to a lot of. It's not easy to make it in the entertainment industry. So many people are sitting waiting for this opportunity, and
Mhm.
2025 is your year.
Yeah,
And
for
more
sure.
to come. More to come. I mean, it's a real big secret. I don't know if you want to tell Baja your age because you're making a lot of references to um when you were growing up and the kind of people you
I
identified.
stop. All you need to know is I stop checking when I reach 30.
Hmm. All right.
I
Good.
don't check no more. I
Good.
can't remember.
You're ageless. You're ageless. And
When I fall in on forms, I feel like, what? What is
mhm.
this?
Why they need to know that? You
What?
know? Because I really feel that, once people put a number on you, they wanna they
Yeah.
now put you in a box. But not knowing the number,
Yeah. Leaves it open. Like
uh,
you all take what you want and leave what you want.
take what you want and leave what you want.
Take
But
what you want and leave what you want.
a
Yeah.
lot of experience comes with this particular
Yeah. That's
success.
our experience.
So I have
And
an idea.
the thing is, now they hearing about Lady Lava, but this is like foundations that we have been setting from before,
Yeah.
doing a lot of things. My life was based on me investing in music.
Yeah.
Working in Shogunas, I used to work, I used to sell.
Yeah.
Um, I used to sell on the streets of Shogunas. I had
Yeah.
a booth, I used to do a lot of things. Right? And a lot of people know me from in Shogunas. I'm selling sneakers, selling cigarettes, selling water, selling everything,
Yeah.
ice cream. So a lot
Just
of
too
people
many
know
things.
me from hustling. And the money that I took from hustling, it was always an investment into
Into
music.
music. And praise
Right?
God, you're reaping the benefits finally.
Yes. You
The-
understand?
mhm.
Everything, every level that I reached, whatever I was
Yeah.
doing, it came right back to me investing the money into music. So that
Yeah.
was just me building the foundation that I have now.
Hmm.
Right? Even though I was putting in the work, I was doing networking with people in Trinidad, always whoever I got connected to, stayed
Yeah.
connected with them. At the point I have Killer Famous, which is a DJ in Jamaica, and that's a
Yeah.
guy I know over now is over 7 years or 10 years that I know
Yeah.
him, and we
Yeah.
still have that relationship where when he was playing Nelly Lava in Jamaica, people had no clue who I was.
Wow. But he believed in your
He
talent from since
believed
then.
it, right?
Yeah.
So, these is people who I will always have a lot of respect for. But these were the foundations that I was building coming,
Yeah.
coming to say, here what? You have your vision, keep
Hmm.
at it. I had no
Hmm.
family in music. I had nobody that know anything pertaining to music to say, hey, I have a cousin, I could call her uncle. I didn't have that. So
Hmm.
I had to create a road,
Hmm.
and that is what I did. I created a road. And now this is why I have a studio. Is because I don't want every single person that coming up to have to create a road.
Yeah. So you can help others.
Right. So
You
that
can
I
reach
can
back
help.
and you can reach back and say, come.
Yes.
Yeah. What would you describe? This is hard for me to put in words, but can you describe to me how you would define the hardest experience you've had on this journey? And the reason I want you to define it is because there's somebody who's probably watching this right now, who will watch this video in the future, who need to know that while you were selling sneakers, while you were selling whatever, while you were selling and you were grinding, you still had, why didn't you give up? What made you know that this would eventually come to fruition for you, will one day come to pass because you were worthy, because this is what you were destined to do? What was the worst experience you had that, and what it is made you just say, I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to get it. Because nobody, you can tell me that last year, 2024, that you knew that 2025 would have been the year that you would just bust, as you say. Tell me.
All right. So music, right? So, I've been doing music, start, stop, start, stop.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like it had times where I was like, yo,
Mm-hmm.
lava investing. And I will tell you all about one particular time where I probably was feeling a little off the music,
Yeah.
right? And a little down. And a guy, a guy met me, right? And
Yeah.
to me, I didn't feel like if I was breaking the doors, breaking down doors and doing a lot of things at that point in
Yeah.
time. And a
Mm-hmm.
guy met me and he was from my area. And he say, "Hey Lava, see what you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Boy, you make me know I not giving up, you know."
Oh.
And in my brain I was like, you know, this is me second guessing, saying, "Hey, you're
Yeah.
investing so much of money in this, where you're
Mm-hmm.
making your money and you're just putting it all back in music and you're not seeing it from music. So you have to
Yeah.
invest more money." And you know, sometimes you're in your brain and you're like, "Boy, get this RS and do something else and come back." And then when you meet people like that who like, he looking at me,
Yeah.
he looking at me, and he's saying, "Lava, use it in it. You making me know not to give up." And then I
Mm-hmm.
know it come as though I here start to think, now if I give up or if I
Mm-hmm.
put this on rest, then all the rest of people that looking onto me would lose hope.
Mm-hmm.
And I continued because I didn't want the people that looking at me to lose hope for themselves. Right? When it comes to the music. Um that was one of the things when I got pregnant,
Mm-hmm.
was one of the, how to put it, most trying times in my life, I would say.
Yeah.
And that was because at that point in time, well, I had tail light and stuff. And you
So
know,
you
you
had
can
given up
feel,
on music? That's what you said?
no, I
Okay.
was doing music, right? But when I
Mm-hmm.
got pregnant, no, I had to stop at when I was about 8 or 7 months pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
What I was saying is, you feel energy change,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So the energy changed to me being in a box. This is how I was feeling. Like I
Mm-hmm.
was in a box where I just had to think where the space was becoming close. So closed in. Everything was like feeling stifled. Because it's like this is the first time in my life since I was 15. I was working from since I was 16.
Yeah.
From the age of 16 working where I was just there,
Yeah.
stagnant, not moving. So it was a lot of thinking for me when I was pregnant. And then the energy changed with music because I felt like a lot of people who was around me, because you know,
Yeah.
tail light was big and I had it was a lot of things was going on, right? A
Yeah.
lot of the people that was around, I felt like if they gave up
Yeah.
on the movement because I got pregnant.
Yeah.
So it's like the energy that was so high with a lot of people around me had changed at that point in time, right?
Mm.
But I also told myself because I had a lot of thoughts in my brain, and I say, you know something, nothing do happen without reason,
Mm-hmm.
right? You was going so fast that you was not
Mm-hmm.
seeing who was the people around you,
Correct. Mm-hmm.
right? I
Mm-hmm.
say, God slow you down.
Mm-hmm.
And he gave the time here. And he say, yeah, what? Think.
So you could see.
So you can see.
Put on your
You can
filter.
see what it is you're doing. Right? And
And who's supposed to go with you?
when I
Mm-hmm.
made my son, I said, okay, the energy still was off.
Mm-hmm.
Promoters, same people I was doing favors for. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
people, the energy get different artists
Mm-hmm.
who, you know, from before, I was like, hey, Lava, take da tail light. You know, they're like, ah, you know, they probably feel like I wouldn't.
You're done.
Yeah, like that is it. She done it.
Mm-hmm.
And I took that point in time and I was like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
cool. Spend it with my son. And then when I say, okay, I'm coming back out, COVID came. So then I had 2 years down. And you
Mm-hmm.
see that 2 years I had done with my son, I worked, I sell coconut water,
Mm-hmm.
uh, carry him with me in the car, and he was young, selling coconut water. I remember my AC wasn't working properly. So you would get AC in the front, but he was in the back. And
Mm-hmm.
that's one of the things that frustrated me the most. Like,
Mm-hmm.
even though I was doing what I was doing, is to know that he was uncomfortable in the position that I was in, that I had
Mm-hmm.
to go and sell water and he was sweating and, you know, he used to be cranky and I had to go out and do it. And I made up my mind that there are positions that I don't want to go back in.
Yeah.
So I have to come hard and this
Mm-hmm.
have to work, and music is what you have and you're going forward with music,
Mm-hmm.
and always remember to do business
Mm-hmm.
with what it is you have. Because before, before I was pregnant, I was doing a lot of favors. I was a lot of
Mm-hmm.
friends and things. And I say, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
God slow it down. He gave our son, he gave time, he gave something, and he gave time to think. Because it was a thinking time for me. And I had nobody around me. My
Mm-hmm.
parents live abroad,
Yeah.
right? My sister and they live abroad. So it
Mm-hmm.
hardly had people around me. Even during COVID, my mother and they wasn't able to come to give me no support. And my son was young because
Yeah.
she left when he was like 6 months. She come for 3 months and then she
Mm.
leave. Nobody was there to come. Nobody wanted to indulge with other human beings for COVID timing. So it was just me and him alone. And I
Wow.
think I had a lot of time to think
Yeah.
about a lot of things and positions that I do not want to go back in. And I would not, I don't ever want to go back into an uncomfortable position or to
Correct.
have to put my son in an uncomfortable position. So that was kind of like a boost of motivation for me to say,
Mm-hmm.
hey, you have to come hard, you have to go, you have to go, you have to,
Yeah.
you have to keep on hitting at it. And when it comes, make sure and do business so that you would be able to continue what it is you
Which is.
started. Because, a lot of times we have something. I give
Mm-hmm.
you something. Oh, God. Hey, I gave this up. But you're
Yeah.
not using it how I give. You're not using it for what I give you. You're
Yeah.
using it for friend and you're using it to, yeah, we good. And
Yeah.
no, I'm giving it back. But I'm giving you this now for you to do business.
Mm.
And I will say something here where a lot of people, let's say, yes, I am passionate for music. Yes, I love music and all them things. But in the end of the day, if you're not doing music just to say you have it or just to say you're doing it, and you enter the music industry, you are now entering the music business.
Correct.
And once you see that business in it, I will continue to do business. So it's like that
100.
that that period of time with just there with my son and all them things was like the extra boost. So I say, hey, you have to let these investments that you make all these years, you've been working, you've been doing a lot of stuff, it
Mm-hmm.
have to come back to work to maintain me, well, my son and
Mm-hmm.
myself.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's you, him, and God right now.
Facts.
That's. I love it. You touched on your mom. How does she feel about all of this? And she's the one who's to break the cassette.
Yeah. So now my mom will be like, Queen Freak. And every time she say it, I
Stop
be
it.
like, oh, you
So
understand?
she's supportive of your
A
success. Because of
hundred
course, I
percent,
mean, any mother would be happy for success
a
because it
hundred
came,
percent.
yeah. I think
And
she
she say,
herself done
girl,
it.
you even know that you would be so thing. And
Yeah.
I say, yeah, ma, 'cause this is I was working towards it. I wasn't going to stop. And she's
Yeah.
like, but sometimes parents tell you things that they don't even know that they give you inspiration also. So
Yeah.
when she's speaking about me with other people, she
Mhm.
would always say, once she make up she mind to do something, she would do it.
Mhm.
You understand? So it's like she
Mhm.
identify with that when it comes to me. Like,
Yeah.
that's Keisha.
I think she's
Don't
seeing
come,
the God in the success. She's like, well,
don't
this is what
compare
she wants
she.
my son.
And if she
Yeah.
make up she mind, she's going to
To
she's
do
going
it.
to do it. You understand? So
Oh.
um I'd write a poem for her I know a long time and she had
Mhm.
let them print it out and frame it. Right?
Really?
So yeah, so it's like, they do things that make hey,
Yeah. That
this is something.
she endorses it and recognizes that this is your life and this is
Yeah.
how God has led
So
you with the talent
she
that He's
don't
placed
she
in
don't
you.
say anything. She say she love her, or she'll
Yeah.
come and say, girl,
Mhm.
where you just get them lyrics from? That's what she was say.
That
When
is,
she has
that is
when she has
literally what I want to ask you.
when she has something, she's just say, Kisha, and say, yeah ma. But where you come up with that from?
Lava, I swear, like when this, I thought to myself, I was going over this interview overnight, right? And the first question I wanted to ask you is, girl, who hurt you?
My mother said, like, "Kill," and then this the same reverend, she's be like, I don't know what Reverend Janet would say, because that's the lady who poem I said read, who I said we
Yeah,
are in church
she
and
would
stuff.
be proud.
She
Success.
said, "What? I don't know what Reverend would say." And everybody know
Reverend will be
we used
proud.
to be in the children home.
Yeah.
So we church at a children home. So used
Yeah.
to be in the children home. I saw always be with the Reverend, because the Reverend used to be there whenever.
Yeah.
So all of them just be like, Sister J, Sister J.
Oh my God.
That's my little, you
La-
know.
Lava, I'm really so happy for you. You have no idea. I just love to see my woman work hard. And I always say to people, for those of us who've given birth to a child, because some of us had cesarean section or whatever, right?
Mhm.
Or some of us adopted. But for those of us who really delivered a child, you know that the pain is the hardest just before the baby comes.
Facts.
And that was your COVID era. Just before the delivery comes, the pain is the hardest. That's when you think that you want to give up. It has happened to me. I had a different journey in my career or whatever. But the time that seems now that I'm a seasoned woman and a woman of a particular age, when it's happening to me now, I laugh. It doesn't phase me because I'm like, oh, this is going to be lit.
Yeah.
Because
Next
everything,
season's gonna be wild.
yeah, you understand? So it's people have to understand, and women in particular, young women of color, everything that happens to you didn't really come to destroy you.
Mhm.
It's ammunition for success. Because
Facts.
when success comes, you need to have a certain type of eye.
For you to be able to, yeah, it's true.
Lava, I think I just fall in love with you in a very heterosexual way. You are the business. Listen, you are the business. I am begging Cardi B. Even though I know it might be happening right now, but I'm begging Cardi B. I need to see a big collab. Not just me, but the Caribbean.
Mm-hmm.
I'm based in Atlanta. I just think that you guys have the energy, the synergy. We need to see something for the Caribbean. Lava, Cardi, Lava. And then I'm going to be promoting the hell out to that because you deserve it. Your story is one for the books and you deserve everything that you've worked hard for. And I'm just proud to call you a fellow Trinbagonian woman. You are the business, the queen of freak.
Yes.
Where you see yourself in the next 5 years? Because I know where I see you, but where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? In
I
Jesus' name.
see myself
Mm-hmm.
touring the world, right? And then, I have things that I want to do when
Mm-hmm.
it comes to like women. So I always say music is just my first
Mm-hmm.
platform, one of my platforms
Yeah.
until it explode. I could see myself like big as Oprah. I could see myself,
Love it.
doing
Mm-hmm.
other things where it is we
Yeah.
make an impact.
Yes.
Right? Where it is we able to give back our service to people that need our services.
Yeah.
Right. So even though I see myself big and on tour and doing business, also I see myself giving back service for something that would be legendary to women, that they will be able to remember, that they will be able to say, hey, that I see girl, she does sing raw, she does sing this, she does sing that, or whatever. But we still use what it is we got and we made a
Yes.
difference for somebody else. Or we made a way for somebody else that come
I
in
don't
along the way. So
I don't know that I haven't had this interview with you. I don't know that I'll define you as somebody who sing raw. I think you tell the truth differently.
yeah. Ta-da!
Bam. Bam. That's
Yeah.
my synopsis, and that's that.
Mhm.
You tell the truth differently,
Yeah.
but the truth is the truth.
Truth is the truth. And sometimes I tell people, right? So even though we might see a lot of some of the things when it comes to like me, I will say I screen at the freaks. So I say
Mm-hmm.
it first and foremost because I want you to know, hey, I going to say a little sexy thing, I going to think. Because a lot of times men express themselves. They want to do this, they want to do that, they're not saying what you want. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Or some men they say thing and they think this woman and they do that one, this and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
We can express
We need
ourselves.
to own our sexuality. We
We,
weren't
you
taught
know,
that enough
we
growing up.
we have sex. We are the people that you all crave and long to have sex with
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day,
Mm-hmm.
right? So we can have a say. So
We have a
sometimes
voice too.
we have a voice too. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I just want people to know you all take it, enjoy yourselves, laugh, because I just be laughing. Trust and believe. I just be laughing at my
We
sometimes I in
we
my
laughing
mood.
too. We're
I'm
like,
a
oh
mood and I write and I sing and
yeah.
after when I listen to this song I just be laughing. Trust me. I just be
Yeah.
laughing, right?
Yeah, we be laughing.
Entertain your mind, allow your mind to go free. Allow yourself to live in moments. Be happy.
Yeah. Cha
You
cha
know,
cha.
be happy. Cha cha cha. Dance your life away.
Cha cha cha. All you get is back pose.
All
All
I get
right.
in is back pose. Tiki taka taka pose.
Pose. We gonna leave that right now and lava. You're the best. This is your girl,
So,
Basia, hanging out
I
with Queen of the Freak.
love
Lava. You know, it was so nice. We're gonna have to do it about 4 times. Next time I'm flying here to the US, we need to be we're doing in person. Because I know.
yeah, I'll be in Atlanta soon, people, so y'all know.
Well, yeah, we're gonna have to meet up, but I could smell something cooking. I just think we have to do something in person
Mm.
because you see,
Yeah,
this
we
is
do
gonna
some
be a
nice.
big year for
Yeah,
lava,
facts.
and we all over it, you know. So may God continue to bless you, so you could continue to
Appreciate.
tell the truth in a different way.
Yes.
Yes,
I appreciate you very much and continue doing your good works.
thank
You
you,
all
honey.
don't know, I mean, and I'm not probably not supposed to say this online, but
Mhm.
for we to come here, we had a lot of difficulties, and I appreciate the patience
Yeah.
that she showed. I appreciate it very much, right? And
Don't make
love,
me cry. Don't make me cry,
love, love, love,
love.
love, love, love,
Oh
love,
gosh, I feel like I
love,
have a friend for life. Let me tell you something. You
love.
know, we don't interview any and anybody. We're very particular at on the Basia TV platform. We only, we used to say a long time when we had the Basia show, we lead the race, we set the pace. But the only way we do it is Basia style. All right? I love you,
Appreciate.
lover. I'm gonna learn to write because I have to write a song for
Yeah,
you.
to write that song. Remember, I said goal. Achieve your goal
Oh
for
my
this
God.
year.
This year, let me see if I can get lava. I hit my next year, lava. Don't laugh at me. Okay. When you see my song, you might be like,
No, trust. Listen, just for we experiences, truth,
experience. Lava, you want my experiences?
everything.
Mm.
You take care of your experiences, Grammy.
Oh God, lava from your mouth to God's ear.
Take care of your experiences, Grammy. You never know.
Listen, hear the prediction. Baja is writing a collaboration for lava and Grammy.
Grammy,
Grammy, Grammy.
Grammy.
Look how you put pressure on me. You're too naughty. Goodbye. Goodbye. You
Bye.
guys, Lava, we'll catch up in Atlanta. It's
All
your girl
right.
Basha. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Go follow Lava on Instagram and wherever she's streaming. Download that music, baby.
Yes, baby.
Bye.
Bye.
Cheers.